This is JordanTower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so I like Ralo. I have nothing against him personally. I'm gonna just say he's moving right now like someone that's got something to hide, and has that feels guilty about something. Okay, I'm not saying that he put anybody in jail because he didn't, right? But he knows the moves he made were not really typical to staying solid. And you know what? It doesn't matter, to be honest with you, to me, because, listen, and this is just being serious. Look at what's happening with Meech, right? He has spooky paperwork, right? And 1090 Jake's going to get redacted info from Tammy Cowens today, so he's going to get paperwork nobody's ever even read today. And that might be the smoking gun. I mean, 50 Cent is diabolical. We'll get to that later, but regarding Ralo, right? It's like he went on Big Facts, and that blew up in his face. We'll get to that in a second. They removed the whole thing. They just kept up parts that didn't deal with the paperwork. Now he's in New York. He did Math Hoffa and had them read the paperwork. They had a paperwork party, right? And he's very adamant about proving that he's not. When you go out of your way to try to prove that you didn't talk, it makes people think you did. I'm just being honest, and Rallo's getting bad advice. He could have done a video himself and put it out and read the paperwork. He doesn't have to have other people read it. Other people will dissect it on YouTube, but he's trying to pay. He has to be paying, because I'm going to be honest with you. Ralo doesn't have a draw. Nobody listens to his music. Yeah, this is just being honest. I'm not trying to hate on him or anything, because I have no problem with Ralo. And I think he does help his community a lot, and I do respect that part about him. You know, there's a lot I do respect about Ralo, but I think he's caught up still in getting recognition from other people in the streets. And, bro, move on, bro. Like, it's over. You know, just take care of your community, and whatever you're doing with real estate, keep doing that. It seems to be working, you know? I'm hoping that's what he's doing. I mean, he just got home, you know? Like, he just got home like a year ago. And he's already has millions of dollars in cars and jewelry. But as far as this paperwork's concerned, he's on Math Hoffa and they're reading it out. Nobody's going to sit around and listen to all this. You should have just posted it and let people do it themselves. There's plenty of channels. 1090 Jake, he did have 1090 Jake do it while he was in jail. And 1090 Jake kind of like had the resolution, the resolve that he didn't put anybody in jail, right? But when Big Facts broke it down, he also went to Angela Yee, right? He's very, very desperate to get his story out there. So anyways, his co-defendant had called him out, and he went on Big Facts. Right after Big Facts, his co-defendant called him out and said, "You know what you did, da-da-da-da-da." On Big Facts, Jade started reading page 8 of his paperwork, right? And it was talking about, like, his lawyer was talking for him, saying, hey, we don't want a lot of this stuff submitted, things about big-time people or listed here and this and that. But then on page 12, he keeps saying, Jade, stop reading page 8. Go to page 12. He keeps saying that. Nah. Now we want to hear what's on page 8. What are you hiding? You know, like, what's on page 8? And page 12 basically just says, Ralo himself didn't say anything. But it seems like maybe on page 8, it's saying his lawyer submitted things for him, and he had other people do it for him. The whole thing is just, we should be beyond this now, but Ralo keeps bringing it back. You're not going to win, Ralo. It's already too late. When Big Facts removed that was like, you should have left that up, because it's like an admission of some kind of guilt. We don't know what it is, but it's like people start to look at you sideways now. It doesn't even matter, Ralo. Like, why does this matter to you? People don't seem to care about people telling on anybody anymore. They just don't care. It's very weird. It used to mean something that if you were solid, it doesn't really mean anything anymore. Doesn't really mean anything anymore. But Ralo seems a little desperate to convince people that he's solid. Playboy Cardi, a lot of people were anticipating this album. All the Spotify billboards have disappeared that he had up everywhere. But that's how these artists do now. Remember, Burna Boy removed his images from all of his albums, and that meant he had music coming? I mean, it's like, okay. It's like, is this the new way for a rollout? I guess. Then we got, Tory Lanez was recording in prison, and a riot broke out behind him, and he had to kind of handle that. I'm going to tell you something. You know how Meg Thee Stallion was very nervous about Tory Lanez? She wants like a restraining order against him because she's scared he's going to seek revenge. If he was in the wrong, why would he seek revenge? The more Meg talks and acts, it's as if the truth was stretched. You didn't get a lot of information in this case. You didn't get the driver. You didn't get like a lot of evidence about the weapon and the bullets and the fragments that came out of her. Because they're saying it was glass at one point. The whole thing is just confusing. Let's just put it there. Because I'm not going to say this wasn't there, this means this. There was enough to, like, make it so... did he have a jury trial? Or did he just have... Let's see. Did Tory Lanez... Let me ask. Did Tory Lanez have a jury trial? Yes, Tory Lanez had a jury trial. Okay. So it was a jury trial. And he was found guilty because they were leaning... Man, once you get people up there, and especially a woman up there crying, you might have lost. He messed up in this case because he didn't get up there and talk. This was one of those trials where he should have told his truth and what actually happened. And he should have been sincere about it, that he should have admitted his faults of instigating a situation and said he felt bad that he did that. Because, you could be guilty of instigating. It doesn't mean you did anything. And then proceed to tell what happened between Meg Thee Stallion and her best friend, Kelsey, right? Because that's what I believe where the real issue is, right there. But Tory Lanez played his part in it, and he should admit where he was wrong. But I don't know if he's capable of coming off as sincere, because he has a big ego. But man, if someone put me in jail and I didn't do something, I'd be hurt, man. It would be hard to forget that, So that's why I was saying, like, when I saw that happening, I was like, damn, this guy's in, like, hell right now, And I was like, I hope he's actually guilty. 100% guilty, because if he's not, wow, Drake now has 80 top 10 hits. The most an artist in ever. The most of any artist in history, with "Give Me a Hug" and "Nokia" both charting inside top 10 in Billboard this week. Okay. Kendrick Lamar and SZA, "Luther" officially tops Billboard Hot 100, making Kendrick's 6th and SZA's 3rd number 1 hit. So congrats to them too. So Akademiks challenges Meek Mill to a spelling bee. I think that is hilarious, okay? Because Meek Mill should stop tweeting, okay? Altogether. We always say this. Talks about vibrating panties. He talks about, he had his Amazon linked to his Twitter once, and it was talking about buying a big eggplant. You know what I'm talking about? And sometimes he goes on there and asks for jets. Does anyone know where I can get a jet? Well, that's not the place to go. You actually go to a jet company. He says, we need cameras in courtrooms also. They do have cameras in courtrooms. The Philadelphia system is broken. The way some lawyers be dealing with clients is a shame. I think I'm going to step up to the plate of what's going on. We need new lawyers and new ADAs because the old times are officially up. Okay, now here we go to the crazy part. Where you would go for this is a attorney, a lawyer, right? He says, the IRS made me pay $2.8 million in 2013, and I only made $2 million. How do I fight that? I've been paying my taxes since I was 23 years old. Paying near $3 million out of your account randomly is stressful. Well, if they calculated you didn't pay the right amount for the prior 2 years to your 1090, I think you would have a 1099, right? To whatever, accounting records you have, right? Whatever he files under, right? They would go in, especially if you linked your account, and go in and take it. That has happened to me before. A long time ago, there was a period where I was young. I was young, and I was in my 20s, and I wasn't really sure how. I wasn't really focused on that. I was focused on making it, and not what I should have been focused on, just taking care of my business, right? So, and it wasn't like today. Well, it was like today, but like I didn't really understand like TurboTax and everything. Just doing my taxes, right? So that's when you don't take care of it, it accumulates. I learned the hard way. It compound interest and everything, and that's what happened to me. Started making money in 2011, like real money, and didn't probably pay it properly till 2013, and they were like, "Wait a minute, you still owe us from this and this." You can't fight it. You're not going to win. But you can try. You're going to have to pay a tax attorney and do it. But going to Twitter how old is he now? To not understand this and be doing business and have access to billionaires, right? That are very smart people. Michael Rubin didn't get to where he's at for being stupid. Robert Kraft didn't get to where he's at from being stupid, right? You don't ask them? You don't give Jay-Z a call? He's going to be 38 years old this year, and he doesn't understand this? Bro, that is trash, bro. Meek, life has failed you. Says then the Philadelphia system is broken. Some lawyers, it's like, he's just not. Meek Mill. My best advice to Meek Mill: focus back on making music. Sign to a label of some sort. Gamma, whatever it is. And let them handle the day-to-day because it's not for you. If you're asking Twitter where to get a jet, I mean, bro. It almost hurts your head. It's like, jeez. This guy's going to blow all his money, bro. I mean, think about it. Who was he asking money for the other day that I heard? Someone told me about this. I just didn't care. Man, he was asking somebody for money the other day. I mean, he had to sell those houses, so he got that money back. Rick Ross bought them, and now he's mad at Rick Ross because he felt like Rick Ross got over on him. But there was something else he did, man. Anyways, I wish Meek Mill the best. I like his music, but wow. You sound crazy, bro. And you should take that thing from you. How can we even look at Meek Mill? He told the governor about Akademiks. He kind of told, in a sense. He straight up told the governor, he took my friends from me, and he didn't do anything. What are you talking about? Anyways, let's wrap this up. This is JordanTower with JT News. I'll have another story out in about an hour. I appreciate you all. Peace.